Hello everyone, in today's video let's discuss some MCQs on physics and chemistry from IOM 2000. And these MCQs are real exam questions from IOM 2000, so these may seem easy, but these were the questions asked, so be prepared for any questions that may come. These seem easy but they are not easy. The mixture of powder, charcoal and sand is separated by hand-picking, sieving, washing or electromagnetic separation. For hand-picking there should be sufficiently large materials and the particles should be few in number. So the powder, charcoal and sand, this is impossible to separate. Sieving, for sieving their particle size should be different, so this is also not possible, and neither sand nor powder charcoal is electromagnetic in nature, so D is also not possible. So the correct answer is C, washing. True about colloidal solution is particles have size 0.003 microns, they don't show Brownian movement, they show Tyndall effect, and they have high osmotic pressure. The Tyndall effect is the scattering of light as a beam of light passes through a colloid. The individual suspension particles scatter and reflect light, making the beam visible. This is Tyndall's effect. So, true about colloidal solution is they show Tyndall effect. Which of the following acts as bridge element? Lithium, sodium, potassium or magnesium? Which of the following acts as bridge element? What are bridge elements? Bridge elements are second period elements, and these elements largely relate to the third period, which are called typical elements due to similarity in properties. Example, lithium in the second period and magnesium in the third period. They are diagonally related and their properties also are similar. Similarly, beryllium and aluminium. So, here the correct answer is lithium. Which element forms diodes? And we have options silicon, chlorine, oxygen and boron. Forming diode means which exists as a molecule of two atoms. So the answer is obvious and quite simple. It is oxygen. Option C, oxygen forms diodes. Moving to the next, how many grams of water is required to make saturated solution of 100 grams of KNO3, potassium nitrate at 100 degree, if solubility is 20? Okay, this is a mathematical problem and it appears to be cumbersome problem, but let's see. Try to solve it by pausing the video. Here's the solution. Let's see. Solubility. Let's go into the definition of solubility. Solubility, it is the amount of solute that can be dissolved per 100 ml of or 100 gram of solvent. So in this question solubility is 20, that is 20 gram potassium nitrate needs 100 ml water to make a saturated solution. That is the thing. So to make saturated solution of 100 gram KNO3, which is 5 times more than 20 gram. 5 times as much water is needed, which is obvious. So 5 into 100 ml, that is 500 ml. Therefore option D, 500 ml is the correct answer. Try to do it like this way. The basic thing is that you shouldn't forget the definition of solubility. It is the amount of solute that can be dissolved per 100 ml of solvent. One thing missing, at a particular temperature. Okay, solubility is different for different temperature. Arrange these in ascending atomic size. Now I'm not gonna spell it all. A, B, C, D. That was the question asked. You guessed the correct answer. So here the correct answer is nitrogen, phosphorus, sodium and potassium. When OH group is linked with benzene, compound formed is option A phenol, B benzaldehyde, C benzyl alcohol, or acetophenone. The correct answer is when OH group is linked with benzene, phenol is formed. Moisture is removed from substances by option A laxation, option B desiccation, option C sublimation, and option D fractionation. And just from its meaning, desiccation, desiccate means to remove the moisture, so desiccation is the correct answer. Atomic number of calcium is, this is also quite simple question, you must know, you must not get it wrong. 20. Reduction of aldehyde gives acid, alcohol, ester, or alkyne. This is also quite simple, B alcohol is the correct answer. If phenolphthalein is added to alkali, the color changes to purple, orange, pink, and red. The correct answer is pink. 1 eV, that is electron volt, is expressed in 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 watt. Option A joules, B watt, C volt, D odds. So to solve this question, you need to be first clear what is electron volt. Okay, what is electron volt? An electron volt is the amount of kinetic energy gained or lost by a single electron accelerating from rest through an electric potential difference of 1 volt in a vacuum. Hence it has a value of 1 volt, that is 1 joule per coulomb, multiplied by electron's elementary charge, that is 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Therefore 1 electrovolt is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Okay, here it is mentioned clearly that in the definition is the amount of kinetic energy, so electron volts unit should be joule. Option A joules. In metals, conduction of electricity is due to option A free electrons, B bound electrons, ions, or atoms. So the conduction of electricity is always due to free electrons. Instrument used to measure temperature by radiation method is pyrometer, thermometer, barometer, or hygrometer. The correct answer is pyrometer. 40 degrees centigrade equals to how many Fahrenheit? So this is also one of the frequently asked questions, and you need to know all those conversions. That formula F minus 32 by some F by 9 something something is there, you need to well versed with it. Okay, 140 degrees Fahrenheit, I've got it calculated. The time taken to reduce a substance to 1/8 of the original value is 6 days. Its half-life is 2, 4, 12 days and 3 by 4 days. Okay, here's a easy way to solve like this kind of problem. Number of half-life elapsed will be calculated as in every n half-lives the substance will be reduced to half. So the substance will be reduced to 1/2 to the power n of the initial amount in n half-lives. Okay, so in 1 half-life 1/2 to the power 1, that means 1/2 of original amount. In 2 half-lives 1/2 to the power 2, that means 1/4 of the original amount. And in 3 half-lives 1/8 of the original amount, and so on. A bulb is rated at 100 volt to 20 watt, and when the voltage drops by 2%, then change in power of the bulb is, it increases by 2%, increases by 4%, decreases by 2%, or decreases by 4%. Now to solve this kind of problems, we need to know the Ohm's law. Okay, we've got many of the simple formulas, and to solve this particular problem we have our potential difference, voltage, we have watt, power, and then one unknown thing is the constant. Here is resistance of the bulb. Okay, so let's see. Using the formula P is equal to V square by R. So power is directly proportional to voltage square. That means when the voltage drops by 2%, since the relationship is squared, so the change will be decreased by 4%. Okay, at what height from Earth G becomes G by 2? So I thought I would give an explanation for this question too, but I found plenty of videos in YouTube for this, so I haven't given any. You can find one. The correct answer is 0.414 R. Emission of electrons from the surface of metal by action of light on it is thermo-ionic emission, photoelectric emission, electronic emission, and cold emission. Electrons from the surface of metal by action of light. Light means photo, and emission of electrons. Photoelectric emission is the correct answer. Rise of oil in wick of lamp is due to surface tension, viscosity, elasticity, and capillarity. The correct answer is capillarity. Term used for re-emission of light from substance when light is cut off. It is also simple English. The correct answer is phosphorescence. 8 drops of mercury, each of 1 volt, coalesce to form 1 drop. What is the potential of the larger drop? 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, and 4 volt. You need to know the Millikan soil drop experiment and the relationship, what happens when they coalesce. Okay, the correct answer is 4 volt. If you need explanations, we can give in another video. Velocity of sound in air isn't dependent on what? Pressure, temperature, moisture, or composition of air. Velocity of sound in air doesn't depend on pressure. This is quite a tricky question, but if you simplify the formula for velocity of sound in air, you can make it out. Space around magnet up to which its influence is felt is magnetic field. Okay. Benzene deactivating group is OH group, methyl group, ethyl group, or chlorine. So the benzene activating groups are on the left side, and strongly activating are on the super left side, and on the right side are deactivating. So from our options, methyl, ethyl, and hydroxy, all groups are on the activating side, and the harder group, the option given chlorine, is on the right side, so it is only the deactivating. It's quite easy. Okay, you need to look this chart and memorize it well for future questions. Okay, and I want you to share this, because if more and more friends are here in this channel, you can discuss, you can be friends and study together, because the medical entrance preparation is not just you. Okay, you cannot make a progress if you just practice by yourself. So have fun learning. We'll meet in another video.